being that you went to Seminole High School, I know a little bit about Florida. I know a little bit about football in Florida. So is Seminole High School, are y'all better than Dr. Phillips? Or
come on, man. Did Dr. Phillips win state last year?
Hey, man, I don't know. You got to tell. Look, all I'm saying, I'm wearing St. Xavier House, got a Louisville, Kentucky. We just won state. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man. Dr. Phillips, man, crazy story. They actually beat my brother his last high school game.
Okay, because it ain't gonna be. I wouldn't ask you anything like about your childhood or nothing like that. I just really asked you really how your mindset was around that time when he passed, and kind of where did that put you mentally, knowing that you had a little brother that you kind of had to look after. Yeah, you did. That's what I do now. But I know you got an older sister, but you know, you the older brother, and I know how that is, and I know what kind of position that kind of puts you in. So, I mean, I guess I can ask you that now because I already got a recording, but I just asked you that. What mindset did that put you in, and what kind of responsibility you feel like weighed on your shoulders after that happened? Yeah.
First question, huh?
Hey, man, we sit here talking about off the gate, man.
Yeah. Dog, that was like a savage mentality. I wasn't really in the right place.
Yeah.
At all. I just really savage mentality, bro. I ain't really had no patience for nobody. You know, didn't want to hear it really nobody had to say. I was just shocked, bro. More than anything, bro, I just couldn't believe that shit like it had happened.
How old was you? What age?
I was 16. Yeah.
Right in the middle of high school.
Yeah, it happened after my last game of the season.
Was this
game of the season? That next night or that next morning, I had got that call that morning.
Now, what was your father like? Was your father already in the hospital, or?
Bro, he wasn't sick or nothing, bro. Like it was just out of the blue.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, how did your little brother take it?
Well, he found him, so you know it's a little different for him. I wasn't at the house when it happened. You know, unfortunately, like he found him, and you know, he was kind of like just describing, you know, what it was like finding him and all that. You know, through our talk, and I would say at least for the longest time or a good amount of time, he kind of fell up under my wing. Like, you know, he was, you know, willing to, you know, do whatever to, you know, make things work. He was willing to do whatever. He was, you know, kind of like, you know, just really listening to my lead, my direction. And that's kind of how it was. Like, you know, it was me, my pops, my brother, and my cousin in the house, and my niece. So, you know, when he passed, it was kind of like, you know, my cousin, dude, really just kind of like up and left. So,
was he?
It was kind of like I was kind of like left in charge.
Was he older? Was your cousin older than y'all?
Yeah, he like bro, like 40 something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he just kind of left you in charge.
Yeah, he that's kind of one of them, you feel me, like we family by blood, not by loyalty. So
yeah, of course. Understand that, man. But I know that was a hell of a question to ask right off the bat.
That's your icebreaker, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah. This is another episode of a Pro Life Podcast. I'm sitting here with Demetrius, Artis from Sanford, Florida. Man, one of the guys, one one of the guys that played linebacker just like myself in college, man. This is a very sacred position if you don't know.
Yes,
We've been kind of talking already a little bit. We talked for the past couple of days trying to get on here. But tell me what it's like, man, growing up in Sanford, Florida. You went to Seminole High School. I don't really know much about football down in Florida except that everybody seems to be good. Every high school seems to be good. Everybody goes D1, et cetera, et cetera. Tell me what your experience was like at Seminole High School.
Well, yeah, I know everybody got their own talent and everything, but ain't nothing like Seminole for sure. But
okay,
man, it was an experience, bro, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Like piggybacking off the question you just asked me about my pops, bro, like how the school kind of rallied around me and my little brother. Like when it happened, was I say, a favor I couldn't ever repay them for. And that's why I'm so active in the school now. That's why I try to help the kids. I give a scholarship back every year. In my pop's name, I do what I can for that school, man, because they definitely looked out for me and my brother when we was going through our little situation. But Sanford as a whole, bro, it's definitely an experience, bro. Something to grow up in, bro. You're going to see some of everything, bro, for sure. You're going to see some of everything, bro. But, it's up to you to make sure that you are, what they say, like a product from your environment than of your environment.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So now, being that you went to Seminole High School, I know a little bit about Florida. I know a little bit about football in Florida. So is Seminole High School, are y'all better than Dr. Phillips? Or
come on, man. Did Dr. Phillips win state last year?
Hey, man, I don't know. You got to tell. Look, all I'm saying, I'm wearing the same exhibit house got a little Kentucky. We just won state. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man. Dr. Phillips, man, crazy story. They actually beat my brother his last high school game. Double overtime. Kicker hit upright. So they lost. But nonetheless, bro, Dr. Phillips is a pretty good team. We're giving their respect. But I mean, hey, we got the most recent ring. We got the most recent jury. So I mean, I think you could really only go off of that. So
okay, so y'all like the top two. Y'all are the top two in the state.
Yeah, we not two.
We're not in the state, but in y'all region.
Top two, we not two.
For sure. That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
When you was in high school, what was some of the school? Well, I already looked because just of what I do. But what were some of the schools that gave you offers, and what was that experience like coming out of Seminole, and trying to decide what school you wanted to go to? Was HBCUs on your top market, or was it more so I want to go to a school that's predominantly about football and it's been about football?
To be honest, bro, my main thing coming out of high school was more so like I wanted to go to school that I felt like I could be successful at. I wanted to go to a school that I felt like had that supporting cast.
Yeah.
And then to be honest, I wanted to go to school that I felt like overall I could call home. And coming out of high school, FAMU was that. Definitely served its purpose while I was there. Had a great time there, but nonetheless, I would say that definitely that's more so what I was looking for in the schools. As far as offers, I had a couple of offers pretty early on, but they were more so unofficial. But I mean, like coach literally telling me, "Hey, we got a scholarship for you. What's up? We want you here." So I had an offer from Bethune. I was pretty close to offer from Florida, man. They told me I was too short. So I had a couple offers here and there. I ain't have like no 60. Them boys be having 60 and 70. I wasn't up there, but I had a couple of offers for sure.
I got a question in. I got a question in for you because I'm one of them guys as well that schools look at me like, he's not the tallest linebacker because I'm registered at 72 inches. I'm 6 foot flat.
Yeah.
When they was coming to recruit you, what was you telling them to how tall you was?
Oh, we ain't talking about no height. I'm finna work. We ain't talking. It ain't nothing else. What else matter?
Nothing matter.
So exactly. I'm finna work. Nothing else matter. I don't want to talk about no height. I don't want to talk about no. My thing was I had a real good shuttle and a real good like bench and all that. I don't want to talk about that. For what? For what? Let's talk about this work.
I'm sideline, and I'm strong.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
you said you went to FAMU, and of course we talking about football, so of course you went for football. But outside of football, what was the reason that you chose FAMU?
Man, you gonna be completely honest with you.
What are you here for?
Boy, man, like out of the business I went on, bro, you blew it out the waters, bro. Bro, out of my business I went on, bro, I had a real good time at FAMU, bro. Like, they did a good job, bro. Especially like coming out of high school, like, bro, really Sanford too. Like, bro, back I know like people ride through Sanford now and be like, oh, like, this and that, the third, like, bro, half of that stuff on there, bro. Like,
dang,
Sanford been on construction on probably my whole life. But ever since I can remember, like, the roads, everything, always was under construction. So like the stuff that's good now wasn't really there when I was coming up. With that being said, like going out to a school like FAMU, I think that's actually the #1 party city in the nation. So yeah, bro, it was a good visit, bro.
Well, that's what that was. What did you take with the FAMU? What was your major?
I did healthcare management at FAM. I did. You talking about my major from not from like what I graduated with, or just at FAM?
Just at FAM. I'm definitely gonna get into a conversation about why you transferred from FAM and et cetera, et cetera. But what was your mindset going to FAM as far as I want to go to FAMU? Of course, it was a great visit. Of course, I want to play football, but I do got to have another plan. I do got to have something that So what makes
so I'm gonna be real, bro. I didn't really have no academically, bro. I was nowhere like near where I am today. Mentally, like I went really just to play football, to be honest. I mean, I did want to. I had aspirations of running a gym. I never wanted to be like the trainer or like the coach in it. But I had aspirations. I always want to be like the guy behind the scenes, bro. So I was like, I ain't really trying to be seen like that. Like I'll run the gym, but you feel me? I don't really want to be in all the videos and all that. Like, so yeah, I was more so healthcare management. I was trying to get in that administrative role.
I understand. I definitely understand, bro. I'm on the same side as you, bro.
Yeah.
So you got to FAMU, and of course you're from Florida. You went on your visit, and I'm pretty sure you remember some of the people that you went on your visit with and that you met there. But when you got to FAMU, was it what you expected, like the everyday life and being a football player? And just being in the college environment, going to college practices, being on a different type of regimen, was it what you expected? Yeah. I want the real answer.
Yes and no.
Okay.
It is what it is, bro. I was gonna say I don't want to throw them under the bus, but hey, the record speak for itself, bro. We ain't had no coaches, bro. we ain't had no coaches, bro. And from high school going to FAM, bro, like my first 2 years in college of football, I can honestly say I ain't learned anything new, bro. Like nothing new. Like technique wise, nothing. Like and the only thing I learned new was the plays.
Yeah.
Other than that, and then I was blessed to have a great my second year there. I was blessed to have an amazing strength conditioning coach. But other than that, bro, like as far as coaches that actually, was, of course, linebacker. I had a defensive coordinator and a linebacker positions coach. I mean, hey, they cool, but I mean, I can't say I really learned nothing from them.
But that's real. That's real.
And hopefully, if they see this, they can take this at constructive feedback. But I mean, I didn't learn nothing from them. Yeah.
Man, that's real. That's completely real. So what you're doing now, and we'll get into your training and your championship performance now, but the strength and conditioning coach that you had at FAMU, do you think you took some of what you learned from him and tied it into what you're doing now?
Definitely. You telling on me, dog, but definitely, yeah.
But hey, there's nothing wrong with it because we all got to pull from somewhere. We all got to learn from somebody.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. I'm just messing with you, but yeah, definitely, bro. Like he taught me so much, bro. Like for example, I ain't gonna say no names, but we used to go in the weight room, bro. We had a card, and that card has your workout on it, and you just do your workout and leave. How much, and you got to understand, like, a lot of these kids is 17, 18. You know, I was 17 coming into college, bro. Like, these kids don't have really that discipline to take that card
and do
whatever's on that card to the best of their, ability, and then leave. These kids want to go party, bro. These kids ain't never. Some of these kids ain't never been out of the house before, bro. And they still get used to this experience. So, like, them boys used to be bullshitting that, bro.
Yeah, but that's everywhere. But just like you said, it's hard to hold. Really, honestly, when you work out, it's kind of hard to hold yourself to that accountability, to push yourself past your limits with just looking at a card. Without having somebody like, yo, like, come on, man. Like, I know it hurts, but let's do this, let's do that. Whether it's in our mind, when something hurts, we like, nah.
Or even if it's not that, if it's just the coach watching you, if you mess up, he on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So tell me what ultimately led to, I mean, I can kind of get the gist, but what ultimately led to that decision from you transferring from FAMU to Florida State? And for the people that's watching this that don't know, FAMU and Florida State, is what I just found out, is up the street.
10 minutes.
It's up the street. That's crazy. That's crazy. So tell me what ultimately led to that. Well, I kind of know, but tell the fans and tell the people that's watching what ultimately led to that decision from your transferring from FAMU to FSU.
Well, I'm gonna be 100% honest. Coming out of high school, I was really, ain't no way to put it, bro. Florida State was my dream school, bro. Like, that's why I want to go out of high school. Like, I looked up to them. I played them on NCAA all the time. Like, you feel me? Like, Florida State was my dream school. And to actually end up, being right up there by it, that was kind of my goal. Like, even when I went to FAMU before anything happened, I was like, ain't gonna lie,
I'm gonna do what I do here.
I'm probably gonna do my 3 years here, graduate, and slide over there, bro. Because they had us like on a 3-year track to graduate.
Yeah,
man. When I got up there, I love FAMU. And I kind of veered away from that goal. But what brought me back to it was we was in camp my second year. I'm doing great. I wish I could show you the film, but they deleted that too when I left. But I was doing great, bro. Like, I was working hard. I was ready. I had got my chance. I was doing great. I was with the twos from the round of ones, and ended up tearing my shoulder. When I tore my shoulder, literally, bro, they thought it was dislocated. So the athletic trainer comes over and she's trying to like pop my shoulder back in place. Bro, my shoulder's torn.
cool.
Like, I had band card surgery. So that's like, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's actually the worst or second to worst shoulder tear you could have. So, she trying to pop my shoulder back in place, and I'm like, yo, like, chill. Like, I really don't think that's it. My shoulder not dislocated. It feel like it's more so just hanging. Like, it feel like it has no stability. Hence why. But nonetheless, bro, she got an attitude with me, bro, and she like kind of like just was like, okay, whatever, like, push me off, like, you're being hard-headed. I'm like, bro, for one, I was just saying, like, this offense, we in 2-minute drill, like, offense going, hurry up. I just got hurt. I'm tired. I'm trying to catch my breath still.
Yeah.
She's steady trying to, pop my shoulder back in place. So it was more so that. Then I was actually on the ground, like laying down, trying to like take my pads off and stuff. And she came over there and was mad. She tried to like put it back in again, and she was mad that like I didn't let her like try to, I guess, put my shoulder back in the socket.
And this is at FAMU?
Yeah, this is at FAMU. This is the athletic trainer. And I don't care nothing about sharing this story because it is what it is. But yeah, bro, she tried to pop it back in place. Yeah, she tried to pop it back in place, and I didn't let her this time. This is when I'm on the ground, bro. She get mad and kick me, bro. Bro, she got mad and kicked me. I'm like, whoa, you feel me? So, then the head coach come over, and I can't remember his words verbatim, but he basically just cussed me out, bro. He was hot. They was mad I got hurt. And went into the training room. It was like, oh, is this located? It's located. I'm like, all right, cool. Is this located? Put a sling on it. I'm like, I'll tell y'all what, if it's dislocated, we just pop it back in place. But I do want to go get an MRI just in case.
Of course.
Sure enough, we set the MRI up and it's torn in 3 places. They like, they like,
say, man.
Oh, just play on it. You know what I'm saying? And I thought about it. I ain't gonna lie, I thought about it. Football, like my pride and joy, bro. So I thought about it.
So I mean, you play linebacker, so I'm pretty sure you done messed up your labrum before.
Yeah, that was it was a torn labrum.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they was like just play through it, put a brace on it, you'll be all right. We'll get you surgery after the season. And I kind of seen how that played out for a lot of the other players there, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead.
Let me find a hokey dog.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get the surgery. And they man, that was like the ending point with them. I was working hard, to come back. I was putting in extra rehab, et cetera, et cetera. I was last one in the weight room, first one in. I wasn't worried about partying, spring break. I never even took a spring break off, like throughout the whole time I was in college, grad school, anything. Like, I never took a spring break off. So, I was locked in, bro, but they felt the need to like kind of rush me back. And when they was rushing me back, that of course didn't work. The doctors were telling them that, he's not ready to be in yet. And from there, I guess they got a little hot and they started stealing money from me. So when that happened, bro, I was like, man, it's time to go, bro.
Gotta shake the spot.
Yeah, I was like, it's time to go, bro. So nonetheless, that's definitely why I left FAMU, but definitely I'm in love with it. I love FAMU. I can never repay them for the years that they gave me.
So tell me, how was it when you got to the PWI compared to the HBCU?
Huge change, bro. Like, I'm in classes with
people that don't look like you.
Diverse people. It's not even just. I love my white folk, bro. I'm all for my black people, of course, but I love my white folk as well. But they definitely had diverse classrooms, bro. FAMU, I felt like I was in Sanford again. You feel me? So with FAMU was a little different, but yeah, when I went across some tracks, bro, it was a lot different with the diversity. But nonetheless, that's of course when I joined the greatest organization in the world. So I got around, more. I found like Black Student Union, things of that nature. So I was around more, colored people, black people, to say the least. But nonetheless, it was more so diverse, and I would say I definitely embraced it. I got a couple of friends, lifelong friends I made from FSU that are black, white, candy stripe, and for me personally, it don't matter. As long as you're a stand-up person, that's really all that matters to me.
Yeah, man. So so you went to FSU, you're in class. What was your major now?
So I had switched at this time. You can see my mental was getting a little better, but
because now shit's getting kind of serious.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had switched to sports management. I had looked it up and all before I went over there, and I was like, that's really what I want to do. Mm-hmm. So I switched to sports management when I got FSU.
How'd you like that?
I loved it, bro. To be honest, I wasn't really the school type person, and I still wasn't. I wasn't all the way locked in with the books. Unless it was making sure that I was eligible to play. To be honest, I just being completely honest. But I wasn't all the way locked in with the books. But I had a fair GPA and was eligible to play. So it was good enough for me at the time.
You think going to FSU and majoring in sports management, do you think you're going to take the extra step and go into sports administration, like maybe in a high school level or maybe at a higher level education?
You asking, is that the route I'm looking to go to now?
Yeah.
Oh, not at all.
Not at all?
Yeah, not at all.
Okay. So when you got to FSU, you're in sports management now, what is your mindset going to play football for FSU now? It's your dream school. I know everything's racing through your mind at the moment. Like, well, I'm about to play for this team. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that.
Yeah.
What was it like when you finally put that Seminole on your helmet? You finally put those on.
Boy, man, nobody could tell me now I was on top of the world. I was on top of the world, man. And it was a different feeling because it was something I kind of had to sacrifice and go through it for. Some of my pops had talked about. So it definitely hit home. But yeah, man, I was on top of the world, man. That was a good time.
I can tell it's still registered in your mind, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's good, but that's dope. That's dope, man. So something that you and your father talked about, was this, I mean, I'm guessing it was your father's dream as well as your dream, to go to Florida State.
Yeah, when I was younger, right? Before you really get comfortable with talking to like adults and stuff like that, I was probably like 12, 13.
Yeah.
And people would ask me, "Hey, what school you want to go to?" Because they see me play football. Like, what school you want to go to? And I'd be like, and he'd be like, nah, like, be confident in what you want. And, he used to speak up for me sometimes if he had to, but he definitely was like, hey, Florida State, you want to go to Florida State.
Off top.
And he kind of helped me be a little bit more confident, within giving that answer. But yeah, that was definitely it from Yay High.
So what was it like, man, coming from HBCU to Florida State, and now you're on the football field with all these 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, these big names, these big time recruits? What was it like?
Man, and that's another thing. I never put FAMU down. I really enjoyed my time there, and it's not really what people think. It's athletes everywhere, bro.
Yep.
It's people at FAMU that definitely could have played on that Florida State football team. Overall, was it a better team? Hell yeah. But I'm not discredited. I'll never discredit the dogs that I played with at FAMU.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you out there playing with these guys. What was that moment where you was like, okay, I belong? Was it as soon as you stepped on the field, or did you have to run through a couple things and you got everything going? You hitting a couple people. You got the Seminole on the side of your helmet. You got the burgundy and gold on. When was that moment where you was like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be?
Man, so they're gonna start you off with special teams, right?
Yeah, of course, for sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest. I was killing myself training for that. Because the first year I was there, they didn't let me participate in team activities because that was a transfer rule at the time. Mm-hmm. So I was killing myself really. I was doing 4-hour days, bro, working out every day. So that was just off of the strength of me, just wanting to be ready. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, bro, I was ready. Like I was prepared. When I got there, I felt like I was supposed to be there. I was paying attention to meetings, taking notes, talking to coaches, getting extra work, et cetera, et cetera. I'm staying out to practice, doing sprints, this, that, and the third. But I would say the time that it really clicked, we was in practice, and I don't know if you. I would say 2 times, but I don't know if you remember James Blackman, the quarterback. Yeah. So we was in practice, and we going like teams. We was in our teams period. Man, J Black dropped back to throw the ball. I had them picked it off. Picked it off. We to the house.
I'm here, baby.
So, yeah, bro. I was like, that was definitely a time. I was like, yeah, like, I'm in here live, bro. Like this thing really finna turn around. It was another time. It was a backer coming down. I ain't gonna say no names because he could play. But it happens to it happens to the best of us. But he was coming down on kickoff, bro.
Everybody get gat. Everybody do. It ain't. Hey, everybody get gat. Hey, you don't. You're lying.
Yeah. But he was coming down on kickoff, bro, and I got a good one.
I get gat, man. And if you don't, you're lying. You are a liar.
Yeah, you're right.
Man, I get gat. So you making all these plays, and you feel like you had a sense of belonging, and then your brother gets a scholarship to Florida State.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that like? Yeah.
Man,
Like, feel about
that actually happened when I wasn't able to participate in team activities. So when that happened, I'm like, oh, we live. I'm like, little bro, coming up here. I'm like, we straight. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm in this air like, so you're gonna commit to Florida State, right? I mean, yeah. You can go wherever you want, but you're gonna commit to Florida State, right?
Hey, you coming to Florida State, man?
Yeah, and sure enough, he didn't. He didn't, and I was again mentally, not where I am now at the time. So I was a little disappointed in him. I felt like the reason that he didn't go was not credible enough, but nonetheless, bro, he chose what he chose, and that was his journey, his life to live. So we accepted it and moved on.
Ah, man, that's dope. That's dope. Though. Even just the idea, the chance.
Yeah.
That's still dope to think about. Oh, he's still in school?
Yeah, he's at UWF. I think he actually might have an extra year. He's supposed to have redshirted at Baylor, so he might have to have an extra year. But right now, staying prepared, making sure that he's ready for pro day just in case they don't give it to him. And he definitely gonna get a chance. That man can play.
Oh, that's big time. That's dope, man. That's big time right there.
Yeah.
All right, so before we jump out of college and we get to talking about the businesses now and the aspirations that you have now, if you could do anything different about college or about going to FAMU or about going to FSU, what would it be? I know it's a good question. Take your time. I know it's a good question. Take your time. Take your time.
So a lot of people don't know this, right? But
yeah,
the reason I actually ended up transferring from FSU to UCF. The reason I made that transfer was, ain't no other way to put it. It was my fault. But I think I could have got a little bit of mercy, bro. Situation was I had a final coming up. We had just came out of the season, things is hot, we were losing. I had a final coming up, and 2 or 3 days before, I had found out that one of my best friends had got shot in the head and killed. Again, wasn't mentally in the right place to take the final, and actually just said the hell with it. I just guessed every answer. Yeah, I just guessed every answer on that. I was like, I don't really care. It's like whatever. Failed that class, and then when I failed that class, they suspended me. And when they suspended me, that's kind of when the whole controversy about he tagged us on the hot seat, this, that, and the third. And I was away from the team for yet another semester. So when that happened, bro, I was like, man, if dude don't understand that, bro, I could not focus, bro. Yeah. That was, and I'm gonna be real, bro. That was one of my, best childhood friends, like for sure. After losing him, bro, it was tough. I couldn't really focus on no schoolwork, bro. So I was expecting Coach Tad to understand that. And we were at differences with that at the end of the day. So he decided to suspend me. I take full accountability at the end of the day, regardless of what you're going through, is how you respond to adversity. So I should have went and studied for that final. I should have got my mind right, and I should have handled up. But nonetheless, what happened, and that's why I ended up transferring. But yeah, that's one thing I would change. I would have took that final the right way.
Well, that's big time though that you're accountable for that. That's huge. Yeah. That you know that now. That brings me to another question I wasn't even thinking about, but do you feel as if the NCAA or the coaches kind of support the players enough in situations like that when they're dealing with things back home? Or
no,
there it is.
No, before you even answer that question, no. And that's not, I'm not trying to discredit my responsibility for my actions. But even just disregarding my situation.
Yeah.
Don't even look at my situation. All the other situations I've seen, bro, no, not at all. It's been situations that just been completely unfair. For example, again, I ain't gonna say no names, but you probably know who I'm talking about. Came out of the news that he put his hands on a female, got kicked off the team before the coach even got to talk to him. Come to find out, it never happened. You know what I'm saying? So like little situations like that, I feel like we could have got, or athletes can still get a lot more support with, man. Like these are people that go through things, and have a lot more pressure than a lot of regular people on them. You know, like and people don't know what it's like being on the field with 90,000 people like screaming your name. 90,000 people expecting you to perform. You know, and if you don't, right, some of them fans sending death threats, bro.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm gonna kill you and your mama. Like, but some of them, it get real serious, bro. And that's the side that people don't really see. So yeah, I think definitely athletes could use a lot more support in that special, in that realm.
Definitely a lot more support and definitely a lot more attention to the mental health side of everything.
Yeah.
But like I said, we'll talk about it. You'll touch on that. That's another conversation for another episode, another podcast episode, et cetera, et cetera. Now I want to talk about what you're doing now. Your business, your training. We talked a little bit before. I know you said you got about 4 or 5 teams, 4 or 5 schools that you train, along with clients and other players that you train, whether it's getting ready for the draft, whether it's getting ready for college, or whether it's just getting ready to be a better player in high school. How did you transfer your mindset from, okay, I just graduated from UCF, now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my life? How did you get to this point?
To be honest, bro, it's the drive from, what we talked about. To be honest, at first, that's just,
yeah.
I can't, I don't know, man. I can't be down here doing something that I don't think, he would be proud of. So, that's kind of like my drive. Yeah.
That's big time, bro. That explains, like, that kind of explains everything, Cause
yeah, I always try to take the attitude, of like, you're never gonna be able to tell me no. Like, you can't tell me no, I can't do this. You can't tell me no, I'm not faster. You can't tell me I'm not stronger than you. Because at the end of the day, if I'm not stronger than you today, I'm gonna put more work on you tonight, so I'm stronger than you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna
work. If it doesn't happen again, I'm gonna do it till I die.
I'm gonna work harder than you.
Exactly. So
period. I'm gonna work harder than you.
Exactly. So that was, more so just the mindset. And then, be honest with that being said as well, like, I'm in shape, bro. I'm in shape. I'm ready. So,
but hey, that's crazy to say that, bro. I feel the same. I said that today, but I feel the same exact way. I haven't been this strong in a long time, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in the game right now, bro. I feel like I'm explosive in the whole 9.
And so I'm on the field. My athletes, I don't even get on the field without putting my cleats on, bro. So I'm running around. I'm way more agile than I ever been, more mobile, stronger, smarter.
Do you think that gives you an advantage being in Florida, just in general, like being in the sun, not really having to worry about the weather a lot of the times? You can always get to a field. It's a bunch of athletes around who really see other athletes going big D1. So it's more of a drive to be like, I want to go out here and put in this work because buddy down the street just committed to Florida State. My homeboy at school just committed to Miami. So it's just like that atmosphere kind of makes it easier to train, makes it more willing to get out there and do it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, bro. That's one thing I think we take for granted down here, bro. I was thinking the other day, I'm like, I seen some cars that got stopped on the highway in Virginia because of the snowstorm. Yeah, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I really don't have to worry about like snow, like so we can't train outside. You know, I don't have to worry about, you know, really no weather problems other than rain. If that's the case, you go to an indoor or yeah, we do something indoors. You know what I'm saying? Like we definitely blessed with that. And even the like you said, the environment. In the atmosphere about, you know, how they are about football down here, bro. It's definitely different. I think in Texas and Florida, you got that advantage. So yeah, definitely blessed. It's definitely an advantage down here. You know, training
Okay.
athletes.
So where do you see your training going?
Man, best
Where
in the world, to be honest.
best
Best
in the
in the
world?
world. Like I said, you can't tell me no. Like you just not gonna tell me no. So,
Yeah.
you know, at the end of the day, and you know, wherever I fall, you know, at my last day, I will be able to 100%, 110% be able to say that I put everything I had into it, and
Mm.
you know, it turned out to be a damn good product, and it turned out most importantly, bro. Just talk about somebody about this today, but like most importantly, bro, like the lives that it helps. Like if you see the confidence in these athletes, like after they come from, hey, I don't know why my back's hurting. And you know, do what you do, your due diligence with your knowledge and what you know to help them fix that problem. And they running around and with no back problems and happy and confident, man, that's
Mm.
a different type of joy.
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah.
motivation. You instilling confidence in these kids, man.
Yeah, that's a different type of joy. Not even kids, it'd be a, you know, I do group fitness as
Oh
well.
well.
We do sports performance and fitness. So not even kids, is like I have clients that'll lose like 30, 40, 50 pounds. And like, man, I haven't felt this good in forever. Or they come to you, you know, I'm gonna be honest, like borderline diabetic or, you know, like a really real emergency. Like these people come with real
Hmm.
emergencies. So being able to help those people definitely puts a different type of joy in your life.
Man, that's big time, man. I literally before we got on here, the past couple of days, man, I've been looking at your product. I'm like, man, it's dope to see uh, somebody else doing what you do on a daily basis and seeing how passionate you are about it and the people that you help, man. I promise you, I've been looking and scoping. I'm like, man, okay, what do I need to do this? Do I need to do this? Because this is like a good little drill, it's a good drill right here. So
Yeah.
it's definitely dope to see. As you can tell, like this is my passion. This is what I went to school for, and this is definitely what I want to do. So I have the same exact mindset as you. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be the best at this.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely dope to see your product, man, coming to fruition. Is that your shirt right there?
Yes, sir. Champions Live Training. Yes, sir.
Man, that looks good, man. Good. I'm gonna have to
Appreciate that.
go ahead and copy me a piece, man. Don't worry about it. Give me a piece. Don't worry about it.
Yes, sir.
So, man, we've been on here definitely longer than what I was thinking. Because we talked about a bunch of different subjects, a bunch of different things. But man, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here because
Yeah.
we've been on for about 45 minutes. Man, it was dope having you on here. Like I told KJ as well, because you know he got us introduce each other, got us on here. We
Yeah.
gonna do it again. We definitely gonna do this again.
And that's one of the outest trade offs in the frat, man. I gotta shout my
Man, no,
dog out, man.
uh,
I gotta shout my dog out, man.
that damn KJ OT.
Shout out KJ, man. Killer OT, man.
Man, shout out
Stop
to
playing with him.
KJ, man. Shout out to KJ, dog.
Yeah.
Good, bro, dog. Man, I
Yeah.
appreciate you coming on here, Demetrius, dog. I'm gonna call Meech on here. I'm gonna go ahead and call you Big Meech. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. We definitely gonna do this again, dog. That's big time, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Yes, sir, bro. I appreciate you having me, bro. Keep going what you're doing. You know, and you inspiring people with this platform, bro. So, you know, of course, just keep doing that, keep putting that joy in people's lives.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, dog.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir. All right, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to end it right now.